one, no matter what speed on this line length, 2 boat widths. 2 boat widths, 2 boat widths. That's a constant, that's a given. Here we go.
Here we go.
Pass. Our timing is pretty accurate. I would say you were half a boat length away. You got to a good width, close to the 10-12 feet wide. Would you agree that you rocked back a little bit right before turning in?
I dropped my butt. Yeah. So
You rocked back, you dropped your butt. You changed your position. More importantly, let's keep it simple. You fucking changed your position at the end of the glide compared to what you were in for all of the glide. Now, what forced you to change your position, you went, oh, I'm going too fast here to turn. Let's brake a little bit, now turn. I don't know if that's what you thought, but that's what we tend to do on a subconscious level. You wanted to find some tension in the line, and you went here. Why were you gliding in the position you were gliding in? Because it's balanced and because it's efficient. So if you believe those two things were right and you were doing them anyway, then you've just thrown away good balance by changing your position. Logical. And that's the only thing you need to fix on that pass to make that pass easier. Nothing else in the course. What you did in the course was good. The only other thing I would say is you could still be another 5 degrees to the left so that the center of your body's matching the center line on the ski.
The whole time?
The whole time.
One time in particular?
It's the whole time, really.
Okay.
Because if we're left foot forwards, we're still not really quite on that center line. You've reduced what used to be 30 degrees discrepancy between where your core is facing and where the ski's facing. You've reduced it down to only 5 degrees discrepancy, but it's still on the negative side. It's still not fully lined up. So the difference between not rocking back and throwing away your balance and having that alignment, that extra 5 degrees, is what will make that pass perfect. And if you don't have those things in place, you're going to struggle to run the course at 34 when the wind's behind you. Because the one advantage that a headwind does for you when we're going faster with the boat speed is fucking brakes, right? It's slowing you down. If you don't have the natural brakes of the headwind going that way, if your angle is slightly narrow and your weight's on slightly on your back foot by rocking back before the gate, or knowing that being to the left will put you, to the right of your ski as a left foot forward skier will put more weight on your back foot. You don't have your brakes then. And when we don't have the resistance of a headwind, because it's a tailwind, we're going to run on past the buoys. So you're not going to be able to make 34 miles an hour in the tailwind without those fine-tuning stance changes. You will, but not all the time, and certainly not as consistently as you can into the wind. Now, if you choose and want to this year, in your last year, ski at 36, I promise you, you got to fix that shit. Otherwise, you're wasting your year trying to figure out 36 miles an hour. Because you don't have your acceleration or your instant deceleration unless you're on that center line. you can get away with being off that center line and not 100% accurate at 34. You will not get away with it at 36. So you have to make that choice. And we're going to use this video for you to look at. And we're going to be able to say, yeah, I can see I'm 5 degrees, 10 degrees sometimes still off to the right. And there, that will be the evidence for you to know that what you're doing is what you're doing. And there's another 5 degrees to gain. Okay? It's where it's going to be a useful tool for you.